you guys have a lot of music with Nate, who I feel like we still haven't necessarily. I mean, there's been artists who have come that have had like their grips on being the hook guy in hip hop, right? You know, Ty Dolla $ign or Akon, T-Pain, etc. But I just feel like they ain't never been the same since Nate passed away. Right. His son is really dope too, and Hale is dope and sounds very similar.
That's nephew. Yeah.
But what can you tell me? Because you guys do have a lot of records with Nate. What was it like just working with him? And what was his writing process like?
Well, Nate added his own essence to the song. He directed songs more or less. When he laid the hook, you was just expected to follow what he laid. He wouldn't come in and be like, so what we talking about today? Or, he would feel the track like most of us do, and he would just do his thing, and everybody would just follow suit because, when they get on the track, it's pretty much a rap. So it was always a pleasure, man. I worked with him at his house, worked with him in different studios. I was on his first album, G-Funk Classics, Volume 1, The Bag of Weed. So, I've been out to his people's house with him in Clarksdale, Mississippi a couple of times. So Nate was a good friend of mine as well as a colleague, a peer, DPGC member. He was dope, man. He was just dope all around, and he wasn't no joke.
What was there like? Because I feel like we didn't see a lot of like Nate Dogg interviews because he was kind of like he kind of felt like an introvert a little bit.
He did.
Like he wasn't out there like everybody else.
Right. Like, but he knew he was a bad motherfucker.
Well, I mean, of course,
that's what he did.
Was there anything about like him that you think people didn't really know about? Like, because he seemed like I feel like I only saw him in music videos. I didn't see a lot of interviews with him and shit. Like he always felt like he was playing the cut.
Mm-hmm. Nate was just a solid dude, man. He was a gangster in his heart. He wasn't gonna let nobody play with him. He loved the women. You get in the limo with Nate and there'd be 8 women in there like, these all mine.
Damn.
So that's Nate was a player to the heart, man.
I don't even think they had Viagra back then. Nate Dogg had to be off that honey
All he
pack.
needed was that brown. All he needed was that yak. He had some Hennessy. That's all. There's some weed. That's it. That's all Dog needed.
Peace, Nate.
For you, Goldie, I'm curious, when he ends up going to jail for as long, he was in prison for 10.5 years, like you said, did you kind of feel like, shit, because you guys were moving together, you guys are known as the Eastsidaz, like how did you kind of maneuver throughout that time of him being gone, and like did you ever lose any sort of motivation to do the music like full time or?
Nah, not really. It just kept moving, just keeping the brand alive and getting the merchandise going and just start doing different things, and just getting some time out, to reflect on everything and and just keeping everything moving as much as I can, social-wise, you know what I'm saying, and just trying to keep everything moving. I still stayed active with Snoop.
Yeah.
We did the War Zone project, MCA Cam. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Then I did a overseas joint with the dubstep music. So we just...
You was doing dubstep shit?
Yeah, I did a whole project with Dog.
What?
You know what I mean? So
like, you talking about the EDM shit?
Yeah, man, they called Dog and say, hey, man, that dude Goldie, man, we need him.
You're rapping over dubstep?
Man, I did a whole project.
Hey, did you go tour that kind of shit overseas?
I should have.
Because they
still probably could. They waiting on me right now.
You go over there to
get
them
your
raves.
ass out
you
there,
know what I'm saying?
Them raves are wild, bro.
Yeah, man. But just stay doing all kind of different things to stay motivated. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And wait for D to touch down so we can do what we do.
Obviously, I feel like we're in this kind of dope moment of West Coast music where we just got, Kendrick Lamar's got the biggest song of the year. Tyler, the Creator's got the #1 song in the country. You guys just dropped. Dog Pound just dropped. YG dropped this year. We have this Missionary album coming out.
That's gonna be huge.
Which is gonna be big. I'm just curious, how excited are you guys for everybody to finally hear this Missionary album? Because I know that Snoop had a listening session last week or the week before. I wasn't in town, but I'm hearing it's amazing.
Dope.
Mm-hmm. Do y'all feel like this is it's back in LA now?
2000 all over again. That's what it feel like to me.
Yeah.
all over again.
Yeah, Dre invited me to up there to hear the album. I saw him at the Olympics when they did the closing ceremony in Long Beach. So he told me to come put my ear on it, and he went there sonically. You know what I mean? And it's a diverse project. It's a mature project. And Dre is always evolving as a producer. So Dogg trusted him to give him the soundscape of where he's seen him at musically, and I think it worked.
For sure.
I think it worked for both of them.